Howdy Facebook land, it is Roustabout Joe. I am going to show you what I am doing to give my apple orchard some food that it really needs. These apples were planted about 7 months ago, 6 or 7 months ago, and they're starting to show signs of stress, probably because there's not enough nutrients for them in this pretty clay soil. Some of the areas had some topsoil from where other shrubs were, but now the trees are getting bigger, they're needing more nutrients. So I am giving them, I'll show you. To get them some yummies as soon as possible, as quickly as possible, I'm giving them some liquid fishies and some liquid kelpies. Microbes love the kelp, and the trees love the fish, and together we love each other. So I'll show you the back of these. So this is a little bit pricey. Generally you wouldn't need to do the liquid stuff, but just because I'm trying to get this going as quickly as possible because these trees are going to go dormant soon, I bought this stuff because I think it'll get to the roots quicker than any type of powder. So this is what is in the fish: nitrogen, phosphate, potash, the classy stuff, a lot of focus there, and kelp microbe food. Yes, all right. And I'll show you what's in the pellet fertilizer. So this is an organic fish and bone fertilizer 442. It's called True. This is the first time I'm ever feeding fruit trees, but it says here, description, specialty vegetable and organic fruit production. I think that's what I'm doing, yes. Then the last thing that I'm putting in is gypsum. And we put that in the bottom of the pots when we planted the trees. It's used to break down the clay and help with some of the acidity. And also, I believe when it breaks down the clay, it also releases calcium. So everything happy about that. And I'm sprinkling that around. So I'll show you this process. So I poked holes around the perimeter of the tree. So as y'all know, where the tree is at the top, generally the roots spread out at the bottom. This one doesn't actually have too many branches. I don't know if that means there's no roots spreading out wide, but there's got to be roots spreading out wide. But this is some of the softer, more porous clay up here that was kind of probably moved around by a bulldozer. That's why it's soft. So I'm going to put the gypsum in, like so. Just a tiny bit, it doesn't need a lot. Well, maybe it does, and I don't know. But we put a cup in the bottom of these pots. So that's about it for the gypsum. And then I'm putting a pound of the True stuff in. So I'll put that in. That. Then here's the kelp and fish hydrosolate liquid. I mixed it into 2 gallons. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I've been practicing here. Yes. Strengthening forearm practice. So yeah, you can see the pellets, the gypsum. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to add, I've been adding compost too. Pausing, adding compost. So this is my first batch of human compost down there. It's a little dried out, but there's plenty of good nitrogen buddies in there. Yeah. I've been adding about the same amount of fertilizer, the volume, this compost at least. There's that. Get back to this. It's kind of actually just, I'm testing it too. There's some trees that have the compost, most of them do, but I'm leaving it off of some so I can really get a good idea what it's offering to me next year. Is that 2 gallons in? Do, 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 do. Alright, and I leave a little bit left for the last step. Just putting some mulch to keep that stuff moist so it can take its time down to the roots and start all that microbe fun. So let's grab the hay. Yeah, this is kind of crippling, having the one-handed haying. I don't think this is the proper technique, but yeah, one of the things I've been learning through this whole process is being as efficient as possible of moving stuff around so you're not taking the same trip a million times. I got it dialed in now where I take all of the amendments in one bucket and then I have the liquid fertilizer in the other. All the bees are going nuts around here. We have a lot of beehives close by and they're realizing that there's water close by and scoping it out. So there's that. And get these guys. Gals.